Now the immediate next verse, very interesting verse. In fact, the most important verse for the purpose of this discussion. Indriyasya indriyasyarthe raga dwesho vyavasthito. Now, indriya, our sense organs. Indriyasyarthe, that is the objects of our sense organ. Raga dwesho vyavasthito. Raga is the attachment and dwesha is the aversion. So essentially what it means is that our senses naturally experience attachment and aversion to the sense objects. And then Krishna goes on to say, Tayorna vashama gacheto rasya paripantino, which means, don't be controlled by them. So the point here is that when we do some action, okay, we do the action through our jnanendriya, karmendriya, through our indriya, and these indriya get attached to the objects. For example, I am looking something beautiful, so that beauty, thing of beauty is the object. I am eating something tasty, that food is the object. I am smelling something wonderful, aroma, right? So that source of smell. So there is an object. My sense is getting attached to that object. Does that happen all the time? Now think of it. It is a thought experiment. Whatever may be your age, over, let's say you're 30, 40, 50 years of age, over your lifetime, you would have done millions and millions of things. For example, crossing the road. At least 1,000,000 times you would have crossed the road, whatever road. It could be a gully, it could be a highway, whatever. I'm just taking some random act. Drinking water. You would have drank water, assuming you drink water 3 times a day or 4 times a day. I don't drink that as much. People who drink, right? And multiply by the number of days that you have been alive. Millions of times, right? Point here is, are you attached to those actions? You may not even remember how many times you have crossed the road since your birth, or how many times you drank water. But you may remember a certain rasagulla, right? You may remember a certain vada pav. You may remember a certain delicacy, right? You may remember a certain flower. So now you see, it is not that we are not capable of performing our action without attachment or aversion. It is possible, but there are occasions where our senses do get attached, right? So there is either an attachment or there is an aversion. Now, so therefore, what is the purport of this particular verse is that, see, we all have to act. I mean, we are human beings. Our actions can only be done through our sense organs, but once we act through the sense organ, is there a way we can detach ourselves? Right? So now I'm going to combine the verse 33 and verse 34 and see what is the connection. Now recall, sadrisham cheshtate swasyaha prakriter jnanavanapi. This is from the verse 33, which means your cheshta, action, is a function of prakriti. Prakriti itself is a function of your samskara or prarabdha karma, which means your own nature, your impressions that you have acquired over a period of time, your own karma, past life, current life, right? Now this is action, and so there is vritti and there is samskara. Now between the two there is raga dwesha. So indriyasya indriyasyarthe raga dwesho vyavasthita. So the sense organs are doing the job, but the sense organs, depending upon raga or dwesha, get attached to the sense object. Now it is here Krishna indicates that don't be slave to this. So it is this raga and dwesha. If you can take a pause, aware, be aware. That's where you can possibly control. You cannot directly control the outcome, but you can become more aware. Now it is this awareness which is the foundation to nishkama karma and the entire karma yoga in general. At this stage, I will also bring in a couple of verses from Katha Upanishad. Now, Katha Upanishad